Hi, and welcome to an exhibitor interview for the 19th Annual Green Living Festival, coming to you virtually from the Missouri Botanical Garden and our Earthway Center, the Garden Sustainability Division. I'm Jean Ponzi, Green Resources Manager for the garden. Green Living Festival brings you sustainable solutions, green stuff you can use in your everyday life. This festival is presented once again by Ameren, Missouri, and we so appreciate their support, their presenting sponsorship, energizing this unusually resourceful opportunity, as many humans are being unusually resourceful, to bring you exhibitor interviews, live panels, workshops, live yoga, kids events, and opportunities to view at your leisure a host of pre-recorded resources focused around our three festival dates and their themes. June 6th, Green Living. June 9th, Energy. And June 11th, Naturescaping. Talking in this interview with Amanda Terbrock. She's a senior brand manager with Manna Pro and City Yolks. And we are going to be talking about what, in my experience, is one of the most popular things among humans when they think about doing something green, and that is keeping chickens. So Amanda Terbrock, welcome to the Green Living Festival. I see you're out there in proximity to your chickens, is that right?
That's right, yeah, thank you for having us. So this is my backyard here in the heart of St. Louis City in South City, not too far from the Botanical Gardens. And I've had a flock of 4 chickens here in our backyard for a little over 2 years now.
Wow, good for you. Manna Pro is an organization that's been around for a long time. Yes, give us a quick idea there.
Manna Pro has a lengthy history with roots dating back to 1842.
Wow.
All in animal nutrition. So a lot of history and resources and just top-notch, formulas and nutrition background for everything that we have as far as feed related for chickens. And now, chickens are becoming more and more like pets, so even into the treat segment as well.
Mm-hmm. And City Yolks is a relatively new offering from your organization, yeah?
It is, yeah. City Yolks is more of our urban and suburban social media platform to help make sure that we are connecting with the urban and suburban growing chicken community. This has been a huge growth and interest in our society, and especially in the year of 2020, with people really wanting to connect with their food and make sure they have their own source of nutrition in their backyard. And so City Yolks is our way to connect directly with those people.
What kind of support does City Yolks provide in addition to being a networking resource?
Yeah, City Yolks has tons of educational content. So all of our content is a great mix of education, tips and tricks. And then of course, because we are backed by Manna Pro with all the products from feed to treats, we tend to do product spotlights once or twice a week so that you can learn what's out there and what's available to your flock.
Mm-hmm. How many chickens did you say you have?
I have 4. I have 2 Plymouth Barnydocks, which are pretty great egg layers. They're some of my favorite breed. Very nice. We have a Splash Americana who gives us blue eggs, and then we have a Silky and Polish cross who gives us small white eggs a few times a week.
Mm-hmm. I was just visiting some friends yesterday, of course, at the safe and healthy distance, and I knew that they had chickens in their backyard. This is a young family with 2 young children, and in fact, they kind of had the coop mahal back there. They had 2 coops, and they were painted different interesting colors and had shingled roofs, and the chickens could run in a sort of a long run. And I came home with 3 wonderful eggs that my husband and I enjoyed for breakfast.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's the fun part about having your own backyard flock is, with the 4 chickens that we have, we certainly can't eat all of the eggs that we get each week. And so we're able to share with our friends and family and neighbors.
Mm-hmm. What are a couple of the top reasons why people want to keep chickens in your experience?
Yeah, so it all goes back to sustainability, of course, which great tie-in to the festival. And apologies, I've got dogs in the backyard with me as well. But one thing that chickens are great with just your backyard, especially if you garden, is pest control. It's a natural pest control. These are natural foragers, and what they want to do is go around your backyard and find every bug and insect they possibly can. And so our backyard, and we've had friends come over and even say it, that we have limited bugs here. Not a lot of pests buzzing around you as you're sitting and enjoying our patio.
Mm-hmm.
The second reason, and I've actually got some examples here, is less food waste. So we've got just some leftover pieces of vegetables and whatnot that we chopped up for dinner last night. And the girls love these. So of course, chickens can't have every food waste that you may have from your kitchen, but City Yolks does have an educational resource on what chickens can and cannot eat. So, just a great way to compost your food and give back to the girls as a special treat.
Mm-hmm.
And then ultimately, though, it just comes down to the fresh eggs. Everyone wants the fresh eggs.
There is such a sublime experience there when you eat an egg that a chicken has just laid, or when you eat an egg when you can enjoy an egg from a chicken that you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know exactly what the girls get, and I know exactly what I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you to show your slides here in just a moment.
Absolutely.
So, Amanda, whether you're curious or crazy about raising backyard chickens, I had a experience a few years back promoting the Green Living Festival. We were selected by Whole Foods to be one of their nonprofit organizations that gets to go into stores on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday and promote what we do. And that year we were promoting the festival. And I was handing out flyers for the festival, and we had some educational activities, and I'd stand at the door and I'd say, green living, recycling, solar power, and backyard chickens. And people's eyes would just light up and they'd take my flyer. And after a while, just as an experiment, I would just say, chickens, and they took the flyer. It's a massively popular sustainability activity.
It really is. Yeah. Yeah. We have seen such a huge growth, especially this year with the situation that, not only our country, but the whole world is in right now. And it's just been fun to be a part of it and to see the growth of the interests and be able to help be a key resource for those who are looking to get into backyard chicken farming. And, I have a very, very small plot of land here in the city. You don't have to have a lot of space. It is certainly doable as long as you set your coop up right. And we're here to help those who are interested in getting into this community, how to get started.
So are there a couple of cautions, a couple of key things that you want to make sure you're ready for before taking on chicken keeping?
Yeah, absolutely. The number one caution I would give to everyone is make sure that you have a coop ready to go, because people will get excited. They'll go out to a Tractor Supply or a farm store and they'll see the baby chicks and they're so cute. But what people don't realize is how quickly they grow. So before you ever pick them up from the store, please make sure that you're ready to build a coop. Ours is a lovely prefabricated coop where the girls sleep at night and we collect their eggs. But we also have a 12 by 10 extension run on the back so that they have plenty of room to stretch out their wings and get some exercise during the day without having total access to our yard. Because there are predators in the city. There's cats, there's raccoons, there's hawks. So you have to be careful and make sure that your girls are safe and secure. And so number one caution is make sure you're ready to go and you know exactly where you're going to put the coop and how you're going to build it.
And what's your number two caution?
Number two caution is addiction. So be aware because once you get a few, you're going to want more. So make sure you know your city ordinance rules and here in St. Louis City, you can have a maximum of 8 birds and absolutely no roosters. So just make sure that you're well aware of the city guidelines on chicken farming and make sure it's even legal before you start where you live.
And contact information for Manna Pro.
Yeah, so Manna Pro City Yolks, please join us on Facebook or Instagram. We also have a YouTube account for educational videos. But you're welcome to visit our website, www.mannapro.com, to view all of our products. That website will actually be relaunching in August with a whole new look and feel. So bear with us while we get through that change. But Facebook and Instagram are the go-to for all the educational content, to share your photos and tag us and your journey through chicken farming, and just to learn tips and tricks and more about products that are available to you in your flock.
Okay. And I'm going to pause here for just a moment and ask you, Amanda, to please, would you ask one of your girls to join us?
I sure will. Let me go grab Carly. And I guess I can stop sharing, right?
We're in the backyard of Amanda Terbrock from Manna Pro, City Yolks, exhibitor at the Green Living Festival. And, you know, when you're talking to a person about backyard chickens, you got to see a chicken, right? And make that connection right up close and personal.
All right.
Hi, Carly. How are you?
Yeah, so this is Carly. She's actually named after Carly Kloss, who some will know is a fashion model from right here in St. Louis. Reason we named her that is when we got our first round of chicks, she was the biggest and just the most boisterous of them all, and so we gave her a powerful name to go with her.
And is
she
a barred rock?
She's a barred rock. Yeah, she's a Plymouth barred rock. This breed is incredibly sweet and gentle. And sorry, there's a helicopter. They will lay brown eggs. Hold on, Charlie.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Here, 1 second. All right, she's back. So they will lay brown eggs, large, extra large. Carly actually makes this very large eggs out of our 2 barred rocks, and they lay about 4 to 5 a week. So you'll get over 200 eggs from her throughout the year. How
long will a backyard chicken live?
Backyard chickens can live 5 to 8 years. Typically, their egg production slows down around 4 years, and you may not get any eggs from them after 5 years. But of course, to us, they're pets, so they'll be with us until their last days.
Yes, yes, indeed. I had the opportunity to interview folks from the former business, The Easy Chicken, on my show Earthworms, on KDHX, and they brought a chicken with them to the studio who was snacking on mealworms. Yes. And at the very beginning of the interview, the chicken got excited, and we had mealworms all over the control board. So.
Yep, mealworms are definitely one of their favorite treats. We lovingly call it chicken crack because they go crazy for it. So we have Manna Pro is actually a supplier of mealworms, so check out the mealworm munchies from Manna Pro to give your backyard ladies a nice treat.
Amanda Terbrock with City Yolks and Manna Pro, and Carly, the Barred Rock. Thank you very much for joining us and for being an exhibitor at the Green Living Festival.
Thank you so much. It's great to be a part of it.
City chickens, county chickens. As Amanda said, there are different ordinances in different communities, something that you might want to look up. These are the kind of resources that we can bring to you from the Green Living Festival, from the Earthway Center at the Missouri Botanical Garden. And by the way, if you have questions about sustainable living at any time, you can always email or call them in to our Green Resources Answer Service. But for now, the big focus is on June 6, June 9, June 11, 3-day virtual Green Living Festival. Big thanks to our presenting sponsor, Ameren Missouri, from all of us, the staff and volunteers of the Earthway Center at Missouri Botanical Garden. Find links to join our live events and links to enjoy at your leisure our pre-recorded events at mobot.org/Green Living Festival. I'm Jean Ponzi. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for the green things you do.